Welcome back to another episode of Live with Carisha. I'm your host, Carisha Diva, and I am honored to welcome back to the show rapper, beautiful model, songwriter, influencer, K Shiday.
Hello.
It's so good to see you again.
You as well.
Thank you. I am loving the bangs.
Thank you.
Loving the hair.
New look, right?
Yes.
I ain't never brought out the bangs.
You ain't never. I have never seen this girl wear bangs. What? Okay, let's start there. So, why the bangs?
I need something quick, girl.
Oh, you got something?
No, I wanted a new look. You know, I normally do I got my norms when it comes to like my hairstyles. Definitely. And I just kind of wanted a new little, flavor. Especially if I'm coming to see you again, I got to look better than I did last time. So.
Period. you definitely exceeded.
For sure.
You exceeded. So let's do an icebreaker. Tell everybody in the audience something that we do not know about K Shiday.
Oh man.
On the spot question.
Okay, boom. I have 6 sisters and 1 brother, and I'm the oldest.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know you had 6 sisters. Okay, good icebreaker. Well, we know you're originally from Texas.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about growing up at home. First of all, what part of Texas were you from?
San Antonio.
Okay.
Yes,
and
yes.
What was it like growing up in Texas?
Texas was lovely. I mean, we did a lot more water sports out there, a lot more outside activities because it's always hot. I grew up in a very strict household. As I always say, for no reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Straight A student, but my parents always kept, that rope around me and,
really?
Kept me at home. I had a lot of fun. I participated in like the YMCA type of activities and, a step team and things like that. So I always stay active while I was in Texas.
Okay.
So, Texas was fun. I love Texas.
So during Texas, I know you said you had strict parents. Like, at what time did you have to jump off the porch? Was there ever a time you had to go get it for yourself?
What?
Were they always supportive?
Let me tell y'all something. Everything was good until I graduated high school, and the plan was okay. So I only spent 3 years in high school. Mom said, okay, you want to go to college? So I tried the online college thing. It didn't work out for me. Okay. Mom wouldn't let me go to a regular college because I was 17 and she just felt like I wasn't ready.
Okay.
So instead of doing that, I started picking more up on music and meeting a lot of people, in the city. And one day I had went to a show. It was a Kurt Cobain show. And
I love Kurt Cobain.
I had stayed out late, and I had another manager at the time, and I had stayed out late. And, I went to go party with the guys instead of being where I'm supposed to be. Right. And, the next morning, my mom was like, where are you? You didn't come home. Your manager said you're not at her house. Come get your shit.
Oh, no.
all my stuff packed up in tubs. My mom put it outside, made me put it in my car, and then I slept in my car for like a week. And then I met some friends that were promoting out there. They were big promoters, and they was like, "Oh, you can come stay with me." And my brother's about to move out. My parents are cool with it, like. So I just moved in with like this random Mexican family.
Are you serious?
And this random, and my mom, she'd never know any of this. I was just like, Mom, you really kept me out there stranded. Like, you didn't give a crap. And you knew I had nowhere to go. I had no job. I lost my job. Oh. I had a great job. And then I applied for another job, and they bamboozled me. They just tricked me. Next thing you know, I'm out in the middle of nowhere selling perfume and cologne to random strangers. And then I lose my real job. And then I get evicted from my apartment, and then my mom's like, "You're gonna join the Army."
Oh my gosh!
And I'm just like, "Well, there's my life."
That was a kickoff. That was definitely an adventure.
Yes.
Oh, you were a teenager?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
That's crazy. So everyone at home, very talented. She raps and she sings. My question to you is, what is the bigger passion, the rapping or the singing? We really want to know.
R&B used to be the bigger passion.
Okay.
Until there's no loopholes through R&B. And I get stage fright sometimes. So being up there on that stage and knowing that if you're an R&B singer, you literally have to hit every note of those songs.
Unless you're going to auto-tune it like Britney Spears.
Okay.
We love you though, Britney.
We definitely love Britney.
We do love Britney.
Toxic is my favorite song.
Exactly. And Circus.
I found rapping was easier because you don't have to rap the whole time. You can say, little things, here and there. You can jump up and down, you can go crazy, but you can't really do a lot of that when you're doing R&B. I just feel like rapping is way easier than performing R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we like to see it. I want to commend you for always putting so many stories in your music, good lyrics. Like,
thank you.
For people at home, to understand who K Shiday is, you literally just have to listen to her music. Like, she's going to give you trials, tribulations, testimony, shade. If somebody was coming at her next, she might not tell you who the person is, but she's going to give you a little something. Yo, your song, I'm Here. We learned a lot about you. The I'm Here freestyle. Yes.
Okay.
We learned some great things about you.
Yes.
I got a lyric alert. I lost my job and shit got hard and signed the dotted line when you went to the Army.
Yeah.
And you just covered on that a little bit, but what were you thinking when you did that freestyle?
I wanted to do something different. I wish it was, let me say this. I spent some time on that freestyle.
Okay.
But I felt like it didn't get what I wanted it to give to, a lot of the audiences. I wanted people to, feel me and see past that, okay, she signed with, this person, and you're used to hearing me, say, trapped out lyrics and stuff like that. I want to give people a different side, and I'm happy I did it. I love it. My dad cried.
Did he really?
Because I had that part about like my dad. Now I feel like he's a ghost. Like me and my dad growing up, we were very close. And when I was 16, I found out that he wasn't my father. So I had to go through a lot of pain. Now I'm still dealing with it. Like my relationship with my dad isn't the same anymore. Like I barely talk to him. At first we were best friends. We were close. Like you couldn't tear us apart. Now I barely talk to him.
Okay, so you found out that your dad wasn't your dad. So why did it strain your relationship? Because he didn't tell you something, or?
It was more so the fact that I wouldn't say he had an idea, but when I was born, my parents talked about it. And my dad said, I don't want to know. Don't tell me nothing. That's my daughter. And growing up, I turned 16. He found out when I turned 23.
Jeez.
When I turned 23, he found out, and he called me. He said, why didn't you tell me? What the hell am I supposed to say? I'm the victim.
Right.
I'm the victim. And then, it is what it is. I'd love to rekindle that relationship with my dad. So, Dad, if you're watching this interview, I love you to death. It breaks my heart.
Oh my gosh.
It breaks my heart,
I hope he's watching. We'll make sure we can. I'm not like Ellen DeGeneres yet, so we can't go finding family members and doing rekindle moments. But don't underestimate the power of my Instagram. So if you give me his name, I will put my people to work and we'll try to find him.
Bet.
Yes. And we also learned from your music that you were in the Army. A lot of people don't know that. Obviously, I know that. But my question to you, I wanted to ask you, because this is like a quiet thing going on that is probably going to come to light in some time. But what's your thoughts about the alleged mistreatment of females in the military? I'm going to have to drink to that. We're about to get deep.
I'm just going to say I'm a little biased because I've been a female in the military. I've had female soldiers. I was able to establish those leadership positions. So I get a different view. You get a different view when you're the soldier. You get a different view when you're the NCO and you're telling soldiers what to do.
Okay.
And those different views, I got mistreated, when I first joined the military.
Did you really?
I more so got mistreated from my fellow Black women that I was supposed to be looking up to. And it's sad, because when I first got there, it was, that's not your real hair. Why you got your eyebrows filled in? You think you're cute. I'm here to work. I'm busting my ass every day. Why we talking about my hair and my, you mad? You mad? Go to YouTube. We can fix that.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I come here, I'm professional, I do what I gotta do. there's racism in the military, and I feel like black men in the military, especially the Army, have it worse than black women. Have it worse than women.
Really?
They have it worse than women.
Okay, this is getting juicy. Why do you feel that way?
They're targeted. They're targeted just like on the outside. And unfortunately, in the military, it is very hard. We can decipher in or out of the military whether or not we feel like someone is being racist towards us, or attacking us based on how we look and where we come from. But in the military, it's a little hard to prove those things. If someone doesn't really come out and just say, hey, I'm racist, I don't like black people, I don't like Indians, I don't like, Mexicans, I don't like Puerto Rican,
Right.
If they don't really say it, it is so hard to correct it.
Oh, it's subliminal. Okay, shady.
Very hard to correct.
Would you recommend young people of color to join the military?
Of course, why not?
Okay, so you still...
Why
okay.
not? Look, I'm not saying use the military, but... I'm not saying use the military, but if I would have never been in the military, I would be a lost cause right now.
Wow.
I'd be lost. In the military, I got 3 degrees. I have over 30 certifications. I had a great job in the military. I can take that and I can go out here and I can, make 6 to 7 figures a year doing what I was taught there. I did what I was supposed to do and I didn't become a statistic. And that is the biggest thing. Yes, there is racism. There's, people who are biased, but if you give someone the upper hand, that's...
Can we make some noise for the 3 degrees?
Hand.
Like, give us a... Yes.
Thank y'all.
Yes. Well said. Very, very well
you
said.
give someone the upper hand, they're going to roll with it. And then you
Yes.
just become a fallen statistic. Like my last day retiring out of the military, I watched 8 black male soldiers being escorted by a sergeant who's above them. And I stopped and I asked one, I said, what you do? I smoke a little weed. Why? But why? You can smoke weed when you get out. But let me tell you something. When you go in there and you damage yourself in the military, that thing they call a DD-214 when you get out, that shit follows you for the rest of your life.
Is that when you when you drop out, like dishonorable discharge?
General, dishonorable. I know a lot of people who struggle now with getting jobs because, okay, you've been in the military 13 years. You decide to mess it up by doing something dumb, and then you get kicked out, and now you want a job outside the military. So they're gonna ask you, so what the hell you been doing for the past 13 years in your life? Oh, I was in the military. They run your background. They want to see your DD-214. Your DD-214 basically saying nobody hired this person. They ain't worth the damn, and just don't hire them.
Wow.
And I know people. My son's father struggled with that for years. For years he couldn't even get a CDL. He just got his CDL. So I commend my son's father. I'm proud of you.
Come on, son's father.
I love you because it took him, he got out 2014 is when he got out. And he struggled for years trying to get a good job, just based off that DD-214. If I have anything to say, one thing I did say, and I talked with my mom about this, I said, I feel like if the military wants nothing to do with you, I don't feel like, unless it was a major crime you committed.
Right.
I feel like you should just let them go.
Exactly.
But don't try to ruin them.
So they can't get help when they get back to the States.
And then they end up what? On the streets,
homeless,
on drugs,
yes,
homeless, can't provide for their family.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something that definitely the military needs to change.
I really think that needs to be addressed. And thank you for bringing that up on the show today. Yes. We want to send our love to all of the soldiers that fight for this country.
Support the troops.
Yes, support the troops, including my family members. I have family that joined the service, so that was dope. I like where that's going. And like I said, we know your mother as well. So how are you balancing motherhood with stardom, traveling, South by Southwest, hitting stages, dropping music? That can be a lot to balance.
I wouldn't say it's been rough, but my son's at that age right now to where these are his challenging years. Age 4 through 10, I think, are very crucial. And within the last 2 years, I missed a lot of that. Before that, when I was, in the military, right before I got out, while I was in law school, I missed 2 more years. So collectively, I've missed at least a good 4.5 to 5 years with my son. And it hurts me most times because, I'm out here busting my behind every day.
Right.
And I get this opportunity to chase my dream. I've done basically everything else I wanted to do, as far as career-wise. And I get this opportunity, and it's just like, at the end of the day, I remind myself that I'm doing this for a reason, and I can't come out this thing not being able to have anything to show for it, because at the end of the day, I don't want my son regret me like, Mom, you left me for 5 years for nothing.
Ain't take me to no baseball games.
So I can't quit.
Right.
I talk to my son every day. I try to see him as much as I can, with COVID. I try not to.
So he's in Texas? Your son?
He's in Georgia. He's with Dad.
Okay.
Dad done put the big boy boots on. Let me tell you.
Period.
Shout out to Dad.
Dad is really doing his thing. I'm happy for him. That's what's up. Dad said, you go focus on your career.
Yes.
I'm gonna focus on Lil Man.
And Dad got all the kids right now. All the baby mamas done dropped their kids off to Dad. Dad got his hands full.
Come through, Daddy.
And I'm proud of him. I know y'all laughing, but I know there's not a lot of women who talk this highly of their child's parents.
For it. I am here
their
for
child's
it.
father, and I do. I do. I'm gonna talk proudly about my baby daddy every day.
Period.
He come first, okay?
Come through, baby daddy. That's the baby dad vibe to me. Yes, thank you. I'm loving this. You're in a good place right now.
I am.
I really see it.
Thank you.
Listen, y'all, when she first came on the show, she was much more closed in, more quiet,
Nervous.
more shy, more nervous. But look, you have evolved into such a beautiful, talented, amazing artist. Let's talk about some of the music. Jukebox, one of your best bodies of work.
Thank you.
Period. That's that shit. You got fans, girl. Can we talk about Jukebox? What went into putting it together?
Drake had released, what was the name of the project?
Certified
Lover Boy.
Okay.
And I called my manager. I said, Sterling, I said, I need to drop a Certified Lover Girl tape. And then he like, okay, well, let's do it. So I started working on a few records. Drake definitely inspired this project. The project was only supposed to have about 4 songs on it.
You went way over.
And then I was like, I got another one. We just kept pushing the time, the timeline back for the release and everything because I wanted to add more songs. Shout out to my girl KT from the Carolinas. Okay. Shout out to Malachi with Motown. Shout out to my boy Ryan E. because all 3 of them was fabulous.
With the production.
No, they were the features.
Yeah. What was the hardest part with putting that body of work together? Were there any challenges behind the scenes?
The hardest part is that I was scared. The reason why I was scared is because those who have known me before Jukebox knew who I was signed to.
Right.
And I was scared because I didn't know how the project was gonna do. I didn't know how people were gonna feel. And I was scared. I'm just like, I don't know if they're gonna like it. I don't know if they're gonna dislike it. But it happened.
It did.
And I'm proud of it.
It's amazing. I like Demon Time was my favorite song.
Demon Time.
Yeah. What was
Is it Malachi?
Who's snapping? Is that her manager? Her manager don't say the wrong person.
Yes. Demon Time is
I forgot who was on the hook. Who was
Ryan E.
Okay, that was my favorite
Rhode
track.
Island.
Yo, that was dope. What was your favorite song on the project?
My favorite song on the project, I think, was Girls Next Door because the way I pieced the project was it kind of started off R&B. And then I threw in some hip hop in there, rapping, and then it started turning pop.
It gave us everything.
Yeah, that's why I called it Jukebox. You go to a jukebox,
you get so much
you can
to
play.
choose.
so many different types of vibes, so many different types of genres.
Okay, we have a fan question. Well, not really. It's from an artist, another artist. Shout out Kaylin, the artist. But his question to you is,
what's up, Kaylin?
What motivates your versatility? Like, what pushes your adrenaline that gives you the ideas behind your music? Because, like you said, you give us so much. You give us singing, you give us rapping. You could go sexy, you could go trap.
Yeah.
What inspires all that?
I think it's just me as a whole. You know, growing up, I've always been versatile in things that I do in life. You know, art, step, dance, sing, play the piano, you know, so many things. And I think just having a body of work and really being able to, you know, express it in different ways. And I wanted to test the waters.
Okay.
Is what I'm really saying. I wanted to test the waters because there's some people who like me doing the trapped out, you know, no love type of rapping. There's people who like the R&B. There's people who want to see K do more. And I said, why should I wait until people get comfortable with my sound for me to introduce new vibes? Why not start off with it?
Right.
Because, I mean, as you see, there's a lot of artists that's trying to branch off and do different things, you know, and I'm not saying it's not working for them. I feel like it's totally working for them. If anybody understands them more, it's definitely me. But I don't feel like you should wait till, you know, the last minute, you know, to show people, you know, everything that
talent.
you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them it all to them.
That way, when they see it, they're going to be like, oh, this is, you know, like, this is new, but, like, they've been doing
this. Like Lotto, like with her new album.
And I love it. I love
777. That album, she done did all kinds of new stuff. She done want pop, so okay, I get exactly what you're saying.
My favorite Lotto song is Long Way. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that's my jam.
Long Way is dope. Long Way was super dope.
Jam.
The song, was it Time Pressure? I forget what it's called. That song, the one she talked about girls in college, I really like that one. I think that was very, you know, something to uplift the girls. You know, I like to keep it classy sometimes. But passing it back to you. So, we love the new body.
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Can we make some noise for the body one time? Yeah. It's given. Now, your business is your business, but my only question to you is, what overall made you decide to go, like, pop that thing out a little bit?
I just felt like my body needed some definition, and as y'all can see, I didn't go overboard.
No, it's very subtle.
You know,
it
like,
looks good.
I thought about the ass shots. I was like, nah, if I get the ass shots, you still got to get rid of the stomach. So it made no sense to, you know, I did it for me.
Okay.
Not for everyone else. I did it for me. I believe it or not, I've shot a lot of different footages and videos that people will never see because I wasn't comfortable with how I looked. And I felt like in order for people to really feel me and be comfortable with me, I have to be first comfortable with myself. And if I'm not comfortable with myself, it's gonna show.
Amen. Well
and that's
said.
why I did it.
Well said. So do you work out now, or do we just
work?
You ain't got to work out now because you didn't.
Oh my God, I'm only 1 month post-op. I ain't even get to the gym yet. I'll be in the gym next week.
Period. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Do
I'm gonna call you like, girl, did you go do some squats?
Gotta keep up with it, right?
Period. Yes. So we're gonna touch on it a little bit. I know you're doing things, you know, your own way. Formerly, you were signed to 1017, and now you're independent, and you're doing big fucking things.
Big boss shit.
I'm just saying. My question to you is ultimately, what was the decision to no longer be a part of the 1017 label roster?
You know what, Carisha, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Because I'm not gonna say I haven't kept it real with anybody, but I haven't really talked about it.
We got a Live with Carisha exclusive.
And what better person to talk about it with than you? It was not my decision to leave 1017.
Oh gosh.
I thought I was doing great. I was in the studio. Every time I saw, you know, Gucci, he was happy. He always cheered me on, you know, like, I'm trying to say this stuff without saying too much.
Okay. Okay, take your time.
Everything was great until Atlantic got involved.
No.
Atlantic brought in some people on the team, and you meet a person, they're like, okay, take K Shiday under your wing, and you think that person is supposed to help you with artist development, but really on the other side, they're jealous because they wish they was in your place. So instead of mentoring you, they're trying to make you be the artist they wish they could be. And you start to bump heads. At first it was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna ride with it. But one thing that I did see, you know, like, it started becoming very controlling. And I'm not the type of person to sit here and pick up the phone and say, hey, Gucci, I don't like this person they put me, you know, and I don't like this person they put me with, and they're trying to do this. I ain't no complainer. I'm 29 years old. I don't give a shit about nothing. I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
Period.
If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you about it. If I feel like it's wrong, I'm gonna tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like me and, you know, a certain other person, we just didn't see eye to eye.
Somebody from the Atlantic Records home front.
Yes.
Did you ever sit Gucci down? Was you ever a time when you could sit him down and have that one-on-one with him from artist to manager or label head?
Look, y'all know how WAP is.
Yeah.
He don't want to hear that shit.
We do.
He don't want to hear that shit. And I wasn't the person to pick up the phone and be complaining all the time. Like, I wasn't happy.
Okay.
I wasn't happy. I would say from September of 2021
Okay.
to February of 2020. Wait, hold on. What year we on?
We in 2020.
Okay, wait, 2020. From September of 2020 to February 2021, I was not happy.
Wow. All that time.
I was not happy. But I wasn't the only one that wasn't happy.
You weren't the only one on the roster.
Exactly. And it was never WAP. I love Gucci to death. I thank him for everything he done. Nothing I feel has anything to do with Gucci. My problem is that I was thrown in a lot of people's faces very fast.
Okay.
And a lot of people thought that I didn't deserve it. Because you see a lot of female artists who have really been working from the ground up, and you've seen these artists really hustling. So when I was, you know, announced, there was no congratulations.
I congratulated you.
I
was very happy for you.
From the rest of the industry side of things, there was really no congratulations because everybody's just like, oh, who is this girl? Gucci just signed. Like, who she? What she do? Oh, she stud. Oh, she did. She that. I didn't really give a shit.
Period.
You know, I was happy. I was living the moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I could go back and change something, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't go back and change shit. Because I'm.
Wait.
I wouldn't go back and change shit.
She said what she said.
I wouldn't go back and change nothing.
So you would still do things, everything exactly the way it was, like the whole signing.
I wouldn't have putting my trust in a lot of people. I was by myself.
Right.
I had no team.
Right.
I had a manager way over there in Seattle that was also my attorney.
Right.
I had a bunch of these people. You should do this. You should do this. I'm telling you, you should work with us. We'll do this for you. Shut the hell up. I didn't have a team.
And
it was just a bunch of
stressful.
people who wanted to be involved.
Right.
And it just became very overwhelming from some. And then not only that, like being a mom, and it's just like I'm spending so much time away from my son. But you know, people want to attack us for like, oh, you ain't dropped no music. We weren't in control of that. Atlantic was in control of that.
So you had the opportunity to drop music at the time.
Hell no.
Oh, so they wouldn't let you drop the music.
Atlantic would not let us drop nothing. We was all really kind of put into, you know, this what I want to say. This person dropped, and this person dropped, and this person dropped, and this person. It was all planned out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we never got to do, you know, our solo stuff. But when I tell y'all, man, I woke up at 12 p.m. every afternoon. By 2:30, I was up at the studio. I did not get out of the studio until 2 a.m. And I did this every day except for Sundays. And I really bust my behind. But people like to point the finger at K and be like, oh, K got an attitude, K mad. They done tried to blackball me a couple times out here in Atlanta. And the reason they try to blackball me is because, excuse me if I'm wrong, but if somebody tell me I own my masters and I can take my songs wherever I want to take my damn songs, why the fuck you holding my music and why the fuck I ain't got my songs?
Period.
That's what I'm pissed about.
Okay, so did you ever get that situation cleared up with
No.
Okay.
No. Situation was not clear. Never received no clearing papers. My attorney asked for clearing papers for a very long time.
From Atlantic.
Haven't seen no paperwork, no release papers. Haven't seen a song that I even recorded there, because the individual that we talked about wanted to hold my music, but then she walks around Atlanta and she tells everybody I'm the bad guy because she black. Bitch, I don't like you. Where's my music? That's a problem.
Who is this girl? Oh my God.
We gonna keep that. I'm just, I haven't really discussed,
right. And I'm so thankful that you came and gave us your real testimony on the show. I definitely want to applaud you.
And it ain't really, the ruffle no feathers. Y'all want to know? I talk a little shit. Big Boss shit drop at midnight, and I got a song in there called Whole Lot of K Shit. And if y'all want to know little bits and pieces of how I don't fuck with motherfuckers just because of how they treated me and stuff that I didn't deserve, especially if I was humble. I'm nice.
Always.
I have a great spirit, but I don't take no shit.
Okay. Give it to her.
I don't take no shit.
Last question, I'm gonna move on. So where are you and Gucci at today? Like, is there still an open line?
I ain't talked to Gucci, man. I sent Gucci the longest motherfucking message on Instagram. What was it? Something last year, end of last year. No, early this year.
Okay.
I sent him a long message explaining him the backside of, what was kind of happening, leading up to, them releasing me. He read it. He didn't reply.
Damn.
He didn't reply, but let me tell you something. And I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to compare myself to Nicki Minaj, but when WAP first signed me, Foogiano said, WAP said you remind him of Nicki Minaj.
Foo told you that WAP told him that you remind him of Nicki. Okay.
And I still stand on that shit. I'm not saying that I'm Nicki Minaj.
I remember you put it on your Instagram like last year.
I'm not saying I'm Nicki Minaj. I got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? But WAP knows talent, and I would never. Everybody that he signed, people may have their opinions, but he sees something in these artists that other people didn't see. Because if they would have saw it, they would have signed.
Period.
But he saw it, and that's why I thank him. Thank him with that. And I just feel like God placed me in this to get to where he wanted me to be at. And where I'm at right now is because this is where God wants me to be. Mm-hmm. Now, one thing I will say, and I'm gonna say this. It's up to me to take my experiences and, it's what I make of it.
Okay.
If I decide to keep going, if I decide to, say, throw my hands up and I not want to do it anymore, it's my destiny is still left up to me.
Okay.
And when I say I'm giving 110%,
you're not stopping.
Harder. I'm not stopping. I'm gonna be all right. I am all right.
You are all right.
I am all right.
She's all right. I
am all right.
My only thing is not to drag it on. But Gucci always does that though. This isn't nothing new. Like when you first got to 1017, it wasn't like Gucci did. He always signs artists in the summertime. Like he goes for up and coming. He got Road Boy, he had Jill, he pulled this Shannon, he had before that, the prior summer before that, didn't he have Ola Rant on the label? So he's always picked up like different rappers, that might not be mainstream artists or people might not know them around the world, but they know it in their city. So it's like, I don't know why you got that kind of kickback and they told you didn't deserve that because you are more than deserving of that goddamn chain. But you know what?
Crazy.
We don't give a fuck about the chain now because at the end of the day, you still going. And like you said, you got music about to drop when?
Midnight.
Period. So.
Midnight.
Yes. And I still love you, Gucci. I love you to death. And I love Keisha Kayor and I love the waist trainers. But I mean, the bag is not stopping. The bag is not stopping.
The bag is not stopping. And I feel like one day there's gonna be a day where we gonna see each other and he gonna tell me that he proud of me. And that's all I want to hear from him. Aww. I don't give a shit why you felt like it was time for me, for us to go our separate ways. I do miss, I miss that shit. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't?
Right.
Who wouldn't? We used to take all the bottles out the club.
I know.
We used to have about 20 bottles in the section. WAP don't drink. The guys don't really drink. They smoke. So me and Channing used to take a little bottle.
Yo,
we used to have like 10 bottles at the crib.
That was such a lit summer.
What?
Oh my God.
I enjoy my time. You know, I love Enchanting. I'm so happy, you know. She's putting out great music too. You know, the guys, Freedom.
Yes. God damn.
Lord knows.
Free them both. Free Foogiano, free Pooh Shiesty.
Free Olaron.
Free Roboy. They got Roboy 2 days ago.
I seen that today.
They got Roboy 2 days ago in Florida.
Yeah.
Running on top of a house on the roof. The Tampa police done ran up on the house and told him to get down off the roof.
That's my brother though. Like,
I love you, Roboy.
When it was good, it was good.
It was.
When it was good, it was good.
That was a great
And
summer.
I don't have no complaints.
So what's coming up? What are you giving us in the future?
All right, boom. So let's get back to K.
Okay.
Independent K.
Independent K.
So we got Big Boss Shit dropping at midnight.
Okay.
I have a record on there called Big Boss Shit. That's with Ace Red, Cutter Beats. I have another track on there called Cartier. Bag Gear, and that's produced by Cartier. He's a Houston producer, and he's freaking awesome. I worked on that record also with a friend of mine. I am Cleo. She's a wonderful, you know, rapper, songwriter as well out there in Texas. And then the third record I got with my bossy bitch, I call her. I love her. That's my girlfriend. Her name K Goddess.
K Goddess from New York.
Yes, that's my baby.
I love K. Girl, don't play. I know
That's
all the
my
artists.
baby.
K is my girl.
Yes.
I interviewed her right before I interviewed her, back in 2020.
Really?
Yes. I got an interview with K Shiday out. I'm a K Goddess.
Yes, I love it.
That
I
girl
love it.
got bars.
Hey, look, we call a whole lot of K shit.
Yes, that's
a
what
whole
y'all
lot of
call
K
it.
shit.
I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a slap.
Yes.
So we're gonna roll out with some hot seat questions. I'm gonna open the floor for a quick Q&A. Left side, does anybody on the left side have a question for K Shiday? Left side, going once. Nobody has a question for K Shiday?
Somebody got a question.
Y'all can ask me anything. I don't give a shit. I'm cool.
Left side, going once. Y'all sleeping?
I said-
Right side, anybody? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Kaylin, what you got? Shout out to Euro looking like a superstar over there.
Right. Shout out to my boy Euro.
They got it in the building. What you got, Kaylin?
Back, listen. When you made your transition to independent K, were you like, did you do any PR training? When you say you weren't ready, I knew what you meant, but that kind of what I feel like you meant now. You know, I know that like self-doubt be creeping in sometimes and shit, like anxiety, all that shit. So like, did you receive PR training or did you like have to kind of like practice as you went and like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Independently? When I like went from being signed to not signed?
Even when you was in there, like did they PR train you? Did they say anything about it? Did they?
Hell no.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, when Watt made that shirt and it said 1017 versus everybody, it really meant 1017 versus everybody. Like, we didn't have no help. There was no
Really?
PR team. I mean, Atlantic, but no boots on ground with us every day, really having, you know, people like develop us and stuff like that. There was none of that. It's just like you get signed and you there and you just like stuck to figure the shit out. However it flows. If you go viral off some shit and you it just happens the way you're given the platform and it's up to you on what you do with it, basically.
So they're gonna bring you to the table, but you gotta put your
Figure
table
it out
together,
yourself.
bring your dinner, get the turkey and all that.
Figure it out yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well said. Anybody else on the right side? Okay, here we got.
So as an artist, do you think it's better being independent or signed to a label?
Good question.
Having that support by a major label helps. It is very hard for an independent artist to, you know, build from the ground up by themselves. And you have to have a team. You have to have, you know, some major players in there. I feel like that having a major label behind me, there was stuff I didn't have to worry about. When I show up on set, there's hair, makeup, wardrobe, schedule. You don't worry about anything. But when you're an independent artist, like what me and my manager are going through now, like I have to worry about like, oh, when we're gonna shoot this video. Okay, how much is it gonna cost? Okay, now we gotta get hair, nails, make. By the end of that, goddamn, I kid you not, man, on one video I spent about 20 bands. I'm not even gonna lie to
Jeez,
y'all.
girl. What the hell
After
you
it
was
was
getting
all
for
done,
20
no,
bands?
not one video. I would say 3 videos. Within 2 weeks, I had spent 20 bands on hair, makeup, outfits, photographer, videographer on 3 videos. Within 3 weeks, 20 bands is gone. It's hard.
It is hard.
Female.
It is hard.
Very hard. Because you got to play the part. You got to look the part.
Yeah.
You got to have your hair switched up, you know, in the video. I mean, you don't have to, but, you know, coming from being in that spotlight with, you know, like an OG like Gucci and being with Atlantic Records, people expect, you know, someone like me to always have the high-end definition videos and stuff like that. Honestly, me, I really don't give a shit. You know, like, my manager be on my ass, like, go get your nails done. But, like, me, I really don't care. It's more so me. I'm worried about the talent and having people hear my music. But these days, people don't really give a shit about the music. They give a shit about how you look.
Right.
What you wearing, what you rocking, who you with, who you dating. So it's harder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all.
We love it. Let's go into some hot seat questions.
All right.
I know that these artists is ready to turn up. Hot seat question on Live with Carisha. If you were a food, what would you be?
If I was the food, what would I be?
Yeah.
Is hot sauce food? No, hot sauce is a condiment. Hot sauce is a condiment.
Hot sauce is not a
use
food.
hot
You are
sauce
so
is
Texas. Oh my God. Beyonce. Damn.
If I was a food, I would be a steak.
Okay. What's your favorite car?
I really don't have one.
Who's your favorite celebrity couple?
My favorite celebrity couple is... I like Lori and Michael B. Jordan.
Me too. Michael Bay Jordan. When's the last time you had sex?
Oh, wow. Definitely was this week, 'cause I've been busy. I was what?
Welcome to the hot seat.
What day we on?
Today is Thursday, March 31st.
When I got here?
You got in Atlanta about 5 days ago.
Okay, I would say about 7 days ago.
Okay.
When I was back home in Houston.
Oh, my. So you got some before you got to the A. Cool. When are you most cranky?
When it's hot.
Which cigar do you roll up your weed with?
I don't really smoke weed, but
Okay.
if I was to choose, I like the little cigarillo.
Oh, you like
Don't be saying I'm nasty, y'all. I'm not a smoking. It's just quick.
Yes, they are easy. Kanye or Pete Davidson?
Neither.
Should kids be vaccinated?
Parents' choice.
When was the last time you fell in public? You have to be brutally honest.
South by Southwest?
Did you fall at South by South?
Yeah, I'm always falling. I'm clumsy as hell.
Lord Jesus.
I got 2 left feet.
Her ass done fell at the goddamn South by South. What's your favorite hood movie?
Okay, I haven't seen all of them.
You about to lose your black card in 5 seconds.
I am. I'm just gonna say Friday.
Okay, it works. Can you go 20 months with no sex for $20,000?
Yeah,
Okay. Have you ever cheated on a guy?
always.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Never.
Do you? You have to think about that. You have to think about that too long, Kay.
No. I've never had a threesome.
Okay. All right. Last 3. They crack it up. Do you like chicken nuggets?
I like chicken nuggets.
Can you cook?
Yes.
And smash or pass Chris Brown? Well, maybe she want to smash. Damn.
Nah, I would pass. He ain't my type.
Okay. Plug in your social media links. Where can they follow you at?
K Shiday on Twitter, and y'all can follow me at K Shiday on Instagram.
At K Shiday on Instagram. The new music is dropping tonight. She is still
midnight.
going. That train's still rolling. God damn.
Let's go.
Follow her everywhere. You know where to follow me on all platforms. At Carisha the Diva, your only diva. Let me repeat. Giving you the best interviews in the industry all the time. Stay fabulous. Stay blessed. Peace.
And stay black. Hey yo, it's your girl K Shiday, and we just wrapped up another episode with Live with Carisha.
Period.